lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go!
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. Complete. It's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Joe Mixon. And some room to roam now. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Titans 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off near the 44. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Titans, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
3. Here I come.
A first down throw for Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Past the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1.
I got you. Switch.
Mariota to sneak it. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This Bengal defense, they pass the first, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Alex Barnes, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
King now to throw on second down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Check 15. Check 50.
Operating from the gun. King, complete to his tight end Sample. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Let's go. And 58 go. 58 to Mike. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. 58 right over there. Mike, 58 right there. Here we go. 58 to Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch. 50 seconds.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He sets to fire deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Kill it, motion me out.
Now Mariota. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mariota. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
One. 57's left. Check pass. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. No chance. Grace don't travel.
To throw is Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On second down now. Mixon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Mixon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A quick throw now complete to Ross.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Let's go. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
49, check 49, check 49.
Get it on. Yes.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go, here we go. Time to end it. Watch your slack, watch your slack. Watch your slack. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
To throw on third down, King. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. King on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They toss to Mixon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert 3.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Titans going to use the First of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. This is Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Kill.
One. Say.
Mariota now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Echo. 22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 22. Man out. One.
First down, Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mariota now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Check 24. Exit. Whip. Watch the whip. Bang. Recon.
Again, it's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Left, go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23.
First down, Cincinnati.
Here's King on 1st and 10. Open man is Ross, complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now King looking to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
First down. Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Again, it's Mixon. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check. Cross.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. You go tight. You got tight.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he spins through. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
He's checking, he's okay.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's got room. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth.
Check 3. check three.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkle.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Matthew Ioannidis breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. After the sack on first down, Mariota. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
64, weak. 22, 3.
The Titans go. It's Mariota. And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Oh, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Again, it's Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That second down play nets a -4. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a basis.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's picked up by the Titans, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes, but 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. On first and 10, here's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
One.
Third and long here for Mariota. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. It's Mixon on the counter. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go, Bills. Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
And got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and through by Myers. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. Ready. 57.
On the run, it's Mixon. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon, very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day, baby. All day. All day. All day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Back to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's coming.
Play 2, fellas, let's go. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mike's 22, Mike's 20.
Mariota to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check 4, check 4. 1.
Buzz. Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
And watch that, and watch the ball.
Check 43.
1. Check motion. 3.
Two's coming, Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Curtis. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Watch the out.
Tighten up. 1.
22's coming.
1.
Watch the flag.
One last shot now for Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Cincinnati, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop back to 500 now.